Good morning. Welcome to day 2. It is cruise o'clock. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably just around like 7:40. We are totally at ocean. If I turn the camera around, there is nothing but water and ocean as far as the eye can see. It is absolutely gorgeous. The farther we get from U.S. waters, the more blue the ocean actually gets, which is somewhat depressing, but we didn't do a ton of filming yesterday. The ship was really moving, and I think that was kind of bugging us both just a little bit. But let's kind of talk through what we did. So we had dinner at Royal Court for appetizers, and got the potato and leek soup, which she really enjoyed. I had a little bit of it as well, and it was pretty good. And then for my appetizer, I had some like deep fried brie, but anyway, that was awesome. And then we both ordered it was like some sort of filet, but it was cooked beautifully. It came with green beans and like a really nice baked potato. Awesome dinner. And then we kept it simple on the dessert side of things. It was just vanilla ice cream with some sprinkles. So if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put a picture of it right here. But yeah, it was a good night. After dinner, we kind of walked around a little bit, just kind of saw tidbits of the ship, and came back because she wanted to turn a little early. She was a little tired. As for me, I went to the rainforest room. I went to the adult-only area part of deck 11, and that was pretty cool. Just kind of hung out in the hot tub. I went down to some of the bars, and so I'll show some more of those clips today as we film. But for now, we're going to go get breakfast at Cabanas. So. Talking through what we have. We've got a hash brown, turkey bacon, actual bacon. There's some sort of potato spice thing, I'm not sure. Biscuit, and then I got some gravy with sausage link.
And I got, of course, a Mickey waffle, bacon, the same potatoes, a couple of biscuits, and then a selection of fruit for breakfast.
Nice. About ready to dig in? Look at the view we have. It's very nice. Morning. Thank you. It's around 10 a.m., I think.
Yeah.
It's cruise o'clock. But we spent an hour or so in the rainforest room, which is the sauna on the ship, and was able to snag some cruise passes for the rainforest room. Like, we can go in there at any point while the rainforest room is open, but it was really relaxing. I think you fell asleep twice.
Yep.
One thing that's happening right now on the ship is we are hitting some waves. We are definitely rocking. One of those gates back there is clanging. But let me go over to this art wall. First off, this art's really cool. But you guys can kind of see, maybe not so much. Okay, here we go. Like, it's just really rocking. So the ship is definitely moving, but let's take a quick look at some of this art. art is always something I really get a lot of enjoyment of when we come to Disney. I like this one because all these buckets represent the different ships. The one on the top represents the 5 ships, the Magic, Wonder, Dream, Fantasy, and Wish, which is currently the newest one. The Treasure is on its way. That'll be Disney's 6th. I really like this one with all 4 of the, or I guess the first 4 ships. Right. And so, Anne and I are about to become detectives.
Which case would you like to solve? Please choose one now.
Anne's gonna go for the Muppets.
Mickey! Hey, Mickey, where are... Pepe, what are you doing in Mickey's office? I have an important case. Dad, someone has taken all our props and we can't perform our show without them. I'm available. Stuff it, Shrimp. We'll talk about this later. Good grief. Pepe, what we need is a real detective.
Good job. This badge number is now registered to your team. Great work. Your badge can be used in different ways.
Let's start at the scene of the crime, the truck of props. You'll find it at this location. So go there now.
Hey, you know, I wanted to start at the soft serve ice creams, but...
No?
Okay, we'll do your thing first.
Okay.
So one thing that people do on Disney cruises, they kind of decorate their doors a little bit. And some of these designs get really cool. There's like magnets you can purchase online. Like there are probably Etsy shops that are just dedicated to stuff that you can put on your Disney cruise tour. Wow. So Anne is holding up the badge. Okay, and it's recognized her.
Here we are at the scene of the crime, the empty trunk of props. Detectives, use your flashlight to look for a clue.
Ooh,
Hey, what did you find?
that looks interesting.
Broken clock. That means we know the time that the crime took place.
We are taking a quick pit stop just to get some food in us. We went to, there's this whole like car section of the top deck, or one of the top decks, and you just walk up, it's like burgers, chicken tenders, pizza, like your stereotypical theme park food. But it's nice because you just walk up, tell them what you want, and because the food's already prepaid, they just hand you a plate, and it's almost like I mean, obviously you already paid for it, but it kind of feels like it's free in a way. I got a burger and got some pizza, and she's working on a salad. As we were progressing through our little mystery, we had to visit 5148.5, and it is just a little half door, hence the half. Anne thinks she's cracked it, but I don't know.
I think it's Fozzie. I think Fozzie did it.
We think it's the Waka dude, Waka Waka.
And apparently if we call him, he really picks up the phone.
So we'll have to try that later. I feel very, very productive simply because I helped Animal find his drumsticks. As a fellow drummer, I'm just trying to help my boy stay up on his rudiments. So without giving away any specific details, one thing to take note of is there are a couple of doors and boards that you're going to see in the various decks on the ship, and I mean, unless you love cardio, we suggest taking a picture of these boards on your phone just in case you need to refer to them later. Otherwise, you're going to be running up and down the stairs like crazy people. In the meantime, this plot is thickening and it's getting really, really exciting. I think we're narrowing it down. Okay, case has been solved. We're not going to say who, but we know what happened to the Muppet props, and to that Muppet we are very disappointed. Spoiler, it was Frozone. Frozone did it.
Good. Not even the same universe, but okay.
Spider-Man. love how there's absolutely no consistency on my plate. I've got a chicken taco that I made, some beef that was cut for me, some mac and cheese, and of course some peas, which is the best vegetable of all the vegetables. Anne made herself some tacos, and then she's got a nice salad. And so we are going to enjoy our nice lunch at Cabanas with this beautiful view. We are currently in the tube, and we're about to take on Disney Tunes Trivia. If Anne doesn't win, I'm putting it on notice now that she's kicked out of the rest of the videos for the entirety of the cruise.
Thank you so much.
No pressure. But like your YouTube career literally depends.
My YouTube career?
I'm
We're
just
doing this for fun.
Yeah, we are doing this for, but your future depends on this.
Rest on this one moment.
Don't ever let me have the camera ever again, because I'll do stupid stuff like this.
Here for Disney Tunes Trivia. Okay, we can try that again. Disney Tunes Trivia!
Yay!
Okay, this is my favorite trivia. When I see it on my schedule in the morning, I do a little skip. So we'll go through 15 different questions, to each of which I need 2 possible answers. So I need the name of the song and the movie that it comes from, okay? If you win this here trivia, you go away with one of these beautiful Pluto medallions.
Yay!
Ooh. Very nice. Okay. So I'll play the again for you.
If there's a prize for rotten judgment.
My favorite Disney movie and my favorite Disney song.
I don't know
So
the
remember,
name.
name of the absolute classic. We'll play it again. Track number 6. Track number 11 we'll move on to.
I'm not sure about 13 if I got that.
I guess we'll
Okay,
find
are we
out.
ready for the final track? Yes. 15. So it was, of course, Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid. Who's seen the new one, the live action? Did we enjoy it? That's a very strong no from you.
28 of 30.
Pretty good.
Okay, so that was
You know what
Out
that
There
means.
from The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Out of the video
Who liked that one?
completely. I'm just kidding.
Pretty good.
Formal dinner finds us at Animator's Palette tonight. It is themed to Crush.
You gotta show them this.
Oh yeah, we gotta show the front.
Always shows like a little Mickey, like he's dancing. It's just so cute.
One other thing that they are doing tonight is pictures. And so in the main atrium of the ship, there's a huge line to get your picture taken at the staircase or the statue, also the decorative Halloween tree. And while we were waiting in line, they brought us some complimentary drinks. Mine, I don't think has any alcohol in it. At least, I hope it doesn't.
Yours doesn't.
It's
Mine's champagne.
Mine's kind of like pineapple juice and peachy and real fruity. It's pretty good. But Anne has, as she mentioned, champagne. This is not really a bougie thing, or maybe it is depending on what you think. But last night, I ordered a Sprite, and I didn't even ask for one tonight, and they've already brought me 2 of them. It just goes to show that the servers, they treat you like family. They take such good care of you, and they ask you how your day was, where you ate breakfast and lunch, what you did, and they're genuinely interested. So Disney Cruise has it together, and that's why I don't think I ever want to sail another cruise line ever. Just because, and you know, that's probably unfair to say because I've never sailed another cruise line, but Disney is just top notch.
It hasn't really given us a reason to look at other.
That's a really good point. That's a really good way to put it. So Disney, love the cruise line. It is the best. If you're thinking about doing a cruise, even if you're not a Disney person, I will say it until I die, Disney Cruise Line. Alright, so we just got back from dinner, and it was phenomenal. But tonight, we have a little crab as our blankie art, pillow folding, whatever they call it.
It's called a towel animal. It's towel folding.
Well,
Why is it hard?
that's not a towel, though. It's a blanket.
I understand, but still, it's still a towel.
Hello, YouTube. Future Tyler back, and this time joining me is Future Ann.
Hi, guys.
And so we are just about to the end of our first day at sea video, and before we end it, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a look at the rest of our evening. So after dinner, we ran up to our stateroom to grab the GoPro. I wanted to film a little bit of the Walt Disney Theater before Aladdin, and unfortunately we can't film any of the show, but the theater is quite spectacular. Now, if you're wondering why that footage isn't in this video, it's because, well, it sucks. It was very shaky and dark. It's not very usable at all. So, with that being said, Anne, why don't you fill us in on a little bit about Aladdin?
Yeah, so Aladdin is a Broadway-style show that they do on the ship. And it's spectacular. I highly recommend that if you are on a Disney cruise, whether you're on the Fantasy or any of the other ships, that you're taking time to go and see these shows. One, they're spectacular, and two, they're typically extremely well done. So this night we saw Aladdin, and we're from California originally, so we went to Disneyland quite frequently, and in California Adventure they had the Aladdin show at the Hyperion, and this is kind of that last little bit of what we remember from the Hyperion. There's obviously a couple of differences. It is on the ship, and there's just some differences, but the thing that they've always kept is the genie, and the genie is just wonderful. He's hilarious. A lot of very modern, like current event style jokes that he brings in that just makes it so funny. There was one joke he made where like something happened in the play and this kid started crying in the audience and the genie went, "You made that kid cry," and we cried. We were laughing so hard. It was really funny. So I am a big fan of these shows. Well worth the time to go and see them. We had the second showing so we had the later showing. They're spectacular. I can't recommend them enough. So I think that's Aladdin in a nutshell.
Yeah, the one thing that sticks out to me is, and maybe this isn't just Aladdin, but the capabilities that they can do in a smaller theater is awesome. Because it's on a cruise ship, real estate can be hard to come by sometimes, and so they are limited with what they have to work with. However, that doesn't stop them from being able to do all these like acrobatics and crazy dances. The genie came out to pyro, which was crazy. But like the carpet, for example, he does a lot of like parkour type jumping around, and it was really quite phenomenal. And so anyway, after the show, we ended up kind of hopping to a couple of different places around the ship, the Tube, Skyline Lounge. I can't remember exactly where because it's a few months from the cruise, but that was pretty much the rest of our evening. So if you guys have made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. As we continue to put out these videos, we would love for you guys to subscribe so you can continue to be a part of it with us. We also have a new name for our channel. Yay! With this video, something that reflects us both. And so, yeah, we're really excited. We're going to try and get these videos out just a little quicker. Unfortunately, having a full-time job creates an obstacle for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comments. But for now, I think our next stop is
Churro cart.
all right, guys. See you later.